including Arthur Miller, John Lennon, and Bob Dylan. Marianne McRae tours this New York landmark.
What is it about the Chelsea Hotel that attracts the wacky and the wonderful?
Well, it's loose. You can do whatever you like. You can walk from the street into the lobby and probably bump into some weird person.
It's a romantic history, there's no question about it. And if you come to New York in the arts, where else could be better?
It kind of has that, you know, that mystique about it, you know? I don't know. You know, it's like the Hotel California, man. You can check out, but you can never leave.
A lot of people become famous while they're here. So I feel like there's something in the air here, there's something in the walls that helps them create.
Stanley Bard inherited the Chelsea from his father, who bought it in 1939. One of his first recollections while working in the hotel is meeting playwright Arthur Miller.
When he left Marilyn Monroe, he was unable to work, and he came to me looking for an apartment.
In the more than 100 years since it was built, the Chelsea has drawn creative types, like moths to the flame.
Brendan Behan lived across the hall, a writer. He was right across the hall.
This is a portrait, a photograph of Arthur C. Clarke, who wrote 2001, the science fiction.
Leonard Cohen and Bob Dylan and Dylan Thomas and
Elliot Gould, Al Pacino, John Wayne lived here when my father was here.
There's a lot of ghosts, and there's a lot of, I mean, for me, like, when I moved in here, I was completely inspired just by the environment.
So much so that Gerald DeCock, a hairdresser, went hog wild, as he puts it, and painted his apartment walls in metallic colors.
There's a lot of odd things and odd people and bizarre things that go on here, but it's just, you know what, to me it's normal because I've been here 5 years.
That's Susa Scalora, who uses her apartment as a photography studio.
I've been working on this project called Mythopoeia, the making of myths, and it's all fantasy characters. Like right now I'm shooting the Rainbow Goddess.
It's strange. You have a group of artists will move in, and they stay. And then if a writer comes in, his friends come along, and they stay, and it sort of gets mixed up.
Irene Chuck Bossoff met her husband, an artist, more than 40 years ago at the Chelsea. She's seen the famous come and go, like John Lennon and Bob Dylan.
I didn't bother much with them. You know, they were in the entertainment field, and I was in the art world, so to speak. So it was, hello, and that was it.
Also greeted in passing was Sid Vicious of the Sex Pistols fame, who killed his girlfriend in 1978 at the Chelsea.
It was unfortunate. It was bizarre what he did. It was a modern-day Romeo and Juliet.
Paintings and sculptures adorn the hotel lobby, courtesy of some of its tenants. It's kind of like a museum with Stanley Bard at its head.
he's sort of the a curator, not only of the paintings, but of the people, of the living statues.
Thomas Wolfe penned his novel, You Can't Go Home Again, while living here at the Chelsea during the 1930s. In it he wrote, I believe we are lost here in America, but I believe we shall be found. Many here today agree they have found what they are looking for, a true home. Marianne McRae, CNN, New York.
Stay with us. We'll have the day's top stories in just 2 minutes. I'm Gordon Graham, and you're with Headline News.